Shall we play a game?
It's only just started. All right, then. Off we go. East Coastway Remaster. And yes, that would be a good joke. Melbourne Train Dude. What do you reckon? We run this one instead? Sure. No. Alrighty. What are we going to look at first? I won't play scenarios. I'll leave them for you to find. But there are new ones. So there's Bridge Strike, which is a lorry stuck under a railway bridge near Lewis. Strike from Brighton to Eastbourne. Do your best to keep time despite the emergency speed restriction. Unit Drag, a Class 377 has failed at Berwick and you're the nearest train. Take your Class 171 to drag it back to Brighton for repairs. Iced Over, heavy sleet has iced over the third rail near Seaford. Your driver of Class 171 pressed into shuttle service between Lewis and Seaford. And I think Double Trouble's the old one. Yes, it is. All right, timetable-wise, we should say hello to people, shouldn't we? Because it is a new stream, and we've got 38 in, which is amazing. Mark Moss, hello. Jumbo Train, Flying Southerner, Melbourne Train Dude, Chocky Transport, Ian Bradley, Gav's Photography, Trains Co., Melbourne Train Dude, I think I've mentioned. There should be an announcement coming out of the remaster right about now. And Martin Daniel, hello today. Hello to you. The announcement should have come up by now, I would hope. Holy Trucker as well. Mazda 787B fan, Flying Southerner, Leon Parsons, Melbourne Train Dude, and Oddfellow. Welcome. I haven't seen Oddfellow for a while. Welcome along, mate. And Train Chaser Andy, Real Lord Vectron. Someone was looking for you, Train Chaser Andy, the other guy. But anyway, let's dive back in here. East Coastway, yeah, that's the right one. Yep, good. There are training modules for the... There actually is one for the 171, but it's not here, clearly. It's in the training centre. But we don't need to look at that. That's fine. Timetable-wise, you now get 4 timetables. So there is the... That's the OG one, I think, which has got lots of stuff in it. There's the one with the 313 in it, and there's the 2018 timetable, which has got lots of stuff in it. If you have got the 313, this is the one you want to play, I think. East Coastway 2018. Otherwise, you play East Coastway 3773. I think this is the right one. It's this one got the got everything in it. Yeah, this looks like the modern one. It's got all the stuff. So if you've got this one, play this timetable. What should we get into first? How about the 171? I think it'll be the 171. I think the 171. Let's dive into that. East Coastway. Let's guard it. We'll guard it. Ashford to Brighton, that'll do fine. Weather. I do want to show you Foggy, because if they haven't fixed it, it'll be funny. But, you know. And mid-clouds like usual. And we're going to guard it, which is unusual. Very unusual. But I need to show you something. Who else have we got come in now? We've got Oddfellow. We've talked to him. Michael Lay, hello. Ian Jackson, hello. V for Vitty, hello. Pete, 88A. Tomorrow, great, I'm back to work then. And we talked to Mazda. So we are guarding... You'll notice it's slightly foggy inside the train. Oops. Alright, now, if they haven't fixed this, it did just get an update, so we'll see. Now we've got to open the door. And then if you go to open all the doors, it knows you've done it, but you can't, so there's a little workaround. You have to go and open the doors yourself. So it's got a little bit of a bug. But as they say in the classics, that's okay. See, the route hasn't changed. It's the same. Is that surprising? Probably not. Holy Trucker says, I don't think that guy knows how to get to the new stream. All he had to do was stay there, and it would have kicked him in here. 49 in. Welcome along, folks. You're welcome to sit back and lurk, or you can join the chat. Absolutely welcome to do either of them. Good to have you in. If you've got any questions about the changes to the route, or the 171 or the 377/3, sorry, 377/3, why can't I talk today? Then just sing out and we will try and help you out. It didn't kick you in here, Chocky. It should have. Look at them all, looking so happy. Hello. It's almost time to go. Last chance to get in. All good. So we shall close the local door. Wait for the door to go do its thing. Right. So now you've seen the workaround for how to get the guard mode working. We have some tickets to check, which is nice. Are there any in this one? Let's go say hello to the driver. G'day, Drive. How you doing? You having a good day? Hope you're having a good day. You have fun driving. I'm going to go back and do some guarding now, yeah? Yeah, okay. Sorry. So I'm guessing they're in the other carriage because they're not in here. There they are. Anybody in the hidden corner? No. Naturally enough, you can't get into the toilets. Eastbourne, Brighton, 25th of February. That will do. How about you? Eastbourne to Lewis? Sure. Good morning, my good sir. Eastbourne to Lewis, no problem. And Eastbourne to Lewis, yeah, all good. How you doing? Having fun? Hats on backwards. It's going to be his, isn't it? Or his. Which way is it going to go? Oh, it was hers. I'm sad now. Hello. Eastbourne Lewis, you're good. Eastbourne Polegate, no problem, because you know what they do at Polegate, don't you? Eastbourne Brighton, you're good-o. Well, that's it. Oh no, we've got one more. Must be in here. Ah, there you are. Hiding in the corner. Eastbourne Lewis. Very good. Alright, now we can just go and sit here, but you can't sit in the driver's chair because bad things happen. But what you can do is go up the front with Drive, should you desire it. Matt, stop hiding in the dunny, Matt. Richie Rail says, oh my god, this releases tomorrow. Who knew? What a surprise! Admit nothing, Richie. Admit nothing, because I'll expect us to know next time. Yep. Oh well. Michael has them all. Excellent. Are we coming into a station? Must be. Jumbo says free. Yes, the East Coast Remaster is free. The 171 and 377/3 are not, though. She really wishes I'd stop doing that. Leon says, makes you happy for a new train route. Well, it's not a new one. When does the remake come? Tomorrow. You just click the link, says Holy Trucker. Benjamin says, my smart TV booted me from the stream and I had to find the new one. Oh, that's a bummer. The remake does come out tomorrow. Mark B had to find his own way here as well. Holy Trucker, this has been the cheapest month for TSW products. What am I stuck on? Get up. Right, that's better. Go back and make merry with our passengers. Oh, it's one of those people that sits in the aisle. Look at that. Just, you know, we'll just push in just to make sure. G'day. And it's very antisocial sitting in the aisle like that, you know. Does it feel like we're stopping? It does feel like we're stopping, doesn't it? Maybe we need to go and do something. Do you think? No. Richie says, I'm genuinely surprised they actually announced it. Yeah, so am I, actually. I don't know what the weirdness was, but there was something weird going on, that's for sure. It's got Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi's the name of a porn channel, if you didn't know. Oh, that's Wi-Fi. Yeah, sorry. Andy lad, hello. I am doing well, thank you. You're going to grab an early one, Melbourne train dude. We get the new one out, and you go to sleep. Oh, well, that's all right. Enjoy yourself, mate. Holy Trucker says, is this the new DLC as well? Yes, it is. I have both. We've actually had the remaster for a little while, I have to say. Polgate. But we've only had the 171 and the 377/3 for a few days. So, we are going for it. Hey, look, I think there's been an announcement. What a surprise. One new mention. Where is it? Oh, that's a funny one to find. TSW News, there we go. The East Coast Remaster and Southern Class 171 and 377/3 arriving tomorrow. There you go. How about that? What a surprise. Alright, we better unlock the doors. Now what you've got to be careful of is they all barge in when you open this door. Sorry, doors are buggered. Help me! No! Get out of my face! Look for a gap, look for a gap, look for a gap. Go! You can get in if you want. It's fine. Have their boobs gotten bigger? Nah, surely not. Surely not. I have unlocked the local door, you silly train. In case you hadn't noticed. Oh no, it's stuck, isn't it? There we go, it wanted that button. Oakley dokley, we've opened the passenger doors. It's already been done. There you go, you're fine though. Don't mind me. You're okay. Chucky says, not surprised at all. They told us in February. Well, they did. It is releasing tomorrow, Jumbo. Can we see the full timetable? Yes, we will have a look at them, Michael Lay. Check the platform is clear and lock the passenger doors. The platform is not clear, so therefore I can't lock the passenger doors, right? No! Oh, not that. Press the button. No! God damn it, press the button. No! Finally! Lock the local door. It was an age since we got it, Richie. It's been a little while. It's been a little while. Let's go down into the last car and we'll check everybody's tickets down here first. Wow! Look at them all. There's 3 here. What's going on? How many tickets have we got? 29? Polgate Brighton, no problem. Polgate Lewis, no problem. Polgate Lewis, no worries, mate. We checked you before, didn't we, brother? Good deal. There we go. Polgate Brighton, yes. Polgate Lewis, no problemo. Polgate Lewis. Polgate Lewis. Polgate Brighton. Polgate Brighton. Polgate Lewis. Polgate Lewis. Come on. Polgate Brighton. Polgate New Haven Town. You can change trains. You can do that. But I don't know if I should say yes. Because you really could do what he wants to do. There's no problem with that. Polegate Lewis. Polegate Lewis. Polegate Brighton. No, get off my train, you gypsy. What was I standing on then? I'm up high. Why am I up high? I haven't got any feet. I've got no feet! Your hat's on backwards. Oh god, we've got another station coming and I'm not finished. Polegate Brighton. Polegate Brighton. Polegate Brighton. Polegate Lewis. Polegate Lewis. Hat's on backwards. Polegate Brighton. We're going to do the high-speed ticket checking now. Nah, get off, mate. Yeah, all good, brother. Oh, hello. Double hat. Yeah, no problem. Polegate Lewis, yep. Polegate Brighton. Polegate Brighton. How many have I got to go? One more. Polegate Brighton. There we go. Wait for the next stop. We made it! Yay! I'm gonna rest now. That was hard. Hello, British Ace. How are you? Ian Bradley says it seems like they are seeing someone else out on their travels. Could be. Holy Trucker says, well, is cheaper than the 805. There you go. Flying Southern, they got there eventually. True. Alpha says, hello, I am back. Hello, 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 says the British Ace. And there must be a men convention at Lewis Station, possibly. This is the new DLC, yes, Alpha Star, this is the 171, and I've just shown people the workaround a couple of times now for working out how to get the doors open when you're guarding, which is why I started with guarding. You could ring all those phone numbers if you want, that would be funny. Do you know, I need to know, does that QR code work? I need to know. What does it say? Come on, you can do it. Generic QR code. Okay, so it doesn't work. Next stop is Lewis. Are we there yet, Drive? I'll play with the horn some more. Come on, door, door. Good. She's taller than me, quite a lot. They lived around Southbourne and Emsworth, apparently. Chocky says, technically buy a ticket or get off at the next station is correct for New Haven, as they'd have to get off at the next station. I like your thinking. Andy Ladd says, spoke to my mate who's transferring to the police in Melbourne and he doesn't know where he'll be based yet as he has to go to the training school in Glen Waverley first. Be living in Hawthorne. Hawthorne's not a bad suburb, apart from the people from Hawthorne. But it's alright. Logan's, do you know when it comes out for everyone? Tomorrow! Different times for the different platforms, I believe. They actually did tell us that at one point, but I noticed they haven't announced that, so... Oh, hang on. No, there's an article. Let's see what the article says. Let's see if the article says the time. So I will drop the article into the chat. There you go. There's the article. And the article is still trying to load. It's struggling. Must have a lot of people loading it. Maybe their website crashed. But that's okay. They'll figure it out. Pretty sure he says technically they're all invalid as they're off-peak, but it's only 3 minutes to 9. Well, that's true, British Ace. I could imagine you as a train guard, because you're a nice, friendly guy. You'd just stand there and wait 3 minutes, wouldn't you? You'd go, hang on, I'll just come back in 3 minutes, mate. It'll be fine. It's okay. You're on the wrong train, but it's okay. I get you. I understand you. It'll be fine. Unless, of course, BA's in a bad mood and he'll go, get off me train, get the bus. Alpha says this 171 is the new sounds. That is apparently so, yes. And there's rail singing. And announcements. British Ace says, I may do something like that sometimes. Yeah, I imagine you do. Joe's an extremely nice guy, so if you ever get the opportunity to meet him in real life. Now, one thing I do notice, if we watch our trees, is they've become a touch weird in the remaster. Just watch them growing into life as we get closer to them. They did not do this in the TS 2020 version, as you'll note, but they are the same trees in the same places. I don't know. It's fine. Hey, your safety systems aren't on, lady. What are you doing? It's coming out tomorrow, Alex Toyne. Dovetail Live is running on one IP, whereas TrainSim World uses DNS Round Robin. Would explain why it's slower. Yeah, it could be. Wouldn't you check? British Ace says the worst is when it's super off-peak leaving London at rush hour, the amount of aggro you get. If you boarded before 9, you get the boot. Ian says, depending on finances, I'm looking at getting this route next. Well, it was in the last sales for everywhere. So hopefully it'll come up in further sales. As we approach Lewis with our expert train driver here, who appears to have a hole in the back of her uniform. But that's okay. And Grumpy Englishman is watching all my videos and commenting on them, but isn't here in the stream. You should be here in the stream, silly boy.
We are now approaching Lewis.
Should I? We'll leave her be. We'll be nice to her. We shall shortly get up and go and prepare to open the doors again. British Race says, that is true, Richie, although I tend not to bother from 15 minutes before 9. Oh, I'll remember that one next time I'm catching a train, Joe. The travel together card I have means that you have to travel after 9, because it's 2 together card. So we have to travel later. Can't travel on peak morning services. We can travel on peak evening services, but not peak morning. Which will suit my other half well, because she likes to have a bit of a relaxing morning when we're on holidays, and I shall just sit there and stare out the window or something. It'll be fine. Or I'll go and train spot and then I'll come back. That would also be possible. Chucky said, I just bought my Anytime single. It was only 10p more expensive. Andy says, so remaster at 10 on all platforms, 177 and 377 at 10 at console 4, Epic and 16. Thank you, Andy. I suppose I better go and open the doors, eh? Do you like want to get out? Brighton.
The next station is Brighton.
Brighton. Boop. 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 Sometimes it wants that one pressed. And unlock them all. Go and open them, because they can't. I've only found 2 bugs with the 171. Actually 3. I found 3 bugs with the 171. It gets foggy inside. The guard panel doesn't quite do what you'd think it would do. And sometimes when you're walking through, you end up like there. So I've just poked up in the air, but that might be a passenger. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Is it time to shut the doors yet? Not quite. That was Harry Potter. Ah, get out of the way. There's people coming. Holy Trucker says, there are any differences that stand out? They have new interiors, I believe. I'm not an expert in either of these by any means, so you should probably ask people like British Ace, who regularly is on these. I've got another minute. We're just going to have to run up and down and get exercise or something. Now, in one of my videos, I actually say these flowers are new, but they're not. So feel free to laugh at me. Because we just saw them in TSW 2020. Ah, I've just found cat number 6. Meow. This is cat number 6, the missing cat. What's your name, cat number 6? There's only one way we're going to find that out from here, isn't it? We're going to have to go up here. You are... Oh, who can read that? Depth of field. Maximum. Maximum. Emily! This is Emily, cat number 6. Okay, I can make my video now because I know where cat number 6 is. Okay, good stuff. Let's take a picture of cat number 6 and people can guess where she is. Boop. Take screenshot. All right, I should put screenshots of all the other cats up too, shouldn't I? Is it time to go yet? Still 30 seconds left. Hello. Morning. How you doing? Morning. It's the sky, mate. What you looking for? There's 2 of them doing it now. What are they looking for? I'm getting paranoid now. Hang on, let's get in between them. Here we go, let's stare at the sky. I am a clown, in case you hadn't noticed. It's time to go, isn't it? Yes. Lock 'em. No. No. Further over. There we go. Lovely. Close the yokel door. Right, we've got some tickets to do. Joshua Summers, hello. Wow, look at them all. Well, let's get on with it. 25th. Who else have we got? We've got more people coming in. Brighton, sure. Brighton, sure. No problemo. G'day. Morning. Yeah, no, mate, no. Get off. Sure. See, I've gotten tall again. You notice that? It's like I'm standing on the table. So there you go. You've seen all 3 bugs. I haven't found any others. No! Get off me, train. Jump out the window. While I'm tall, walking on air. What was it Richie said that day? I am Jesus. Someone will clip that now like I did to him. I wouldn't have clipped that and posted it everywhere. You get off me, train, mate. At least your hat's on the right way around so you can stay. There, you're good. No problem. Yep. Morning. Oh yeah, you're good, mate. Alex Toyin says, wouldn't be surprised something Creators Club does an EMR livery. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised if they were already uploading it. I'm tall again. Lewis Brighton, very good. We're in a tunnel, clearly. Lewis Trowbridge. Nah, piss off. Hello. Sure. G'day, mate. Sure. Any more to go? One more. Where are they hiding? There you are. Hello. Lewis Brighton. We'll just sit here in the faux first class. Oh, we've got a Train Sim World popped in. Hello. Which one is it? Train Sim World says, which one of us could it be? Are you wearing horns? That would narrow it down. Andy said aliens have arrived. That's what they're looking at. British Host says, looking at the new clouds over Lewis. That's what are these strange things? Yes, they're not one-dimensional clouds anymore. Oh, it gets creepy when they start doing that in sync, doesn't it? It's like a carnival. Do you remember the clowns? Yep. You've channeled your inner Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling. Chocky says you just accepted a ticket of someone going to Cam and Dunley. Oh well. Trainsim World says, I can't believe I got clocked that quickly. It is Harry. Well, you know, we can see the horns, Harry. Gav says, good evening, Harry, the most wonderful community manager. You're sucking up, Gav. Keep it up, mate. Keep it up. Hello. What you doing? Staring out the window? Very good. Having fun? We're going to Brighton, do you know that? You should know that, because you had a ticket for Brighton. Pretty sure you did. Hey, Harry, here's an interesting thing for you, right? Passengers have brown eyes. They all just do. So if I sit here, brown eyes, brown eyes, brown eyes. Come and sit over here. I can't tell where that one. Brown eyes, brown eyes. But we come up here and we come and visit the driver. And we'll have to sneak around here. Look, blue. Blue eyes. Drivers have blue eyes and passengers have brown eyes. What is going on? I shouldn't pretend I didn't know. It's kind of always been like that, but you know, curious. Curious. We'll do a shed next, Harry. We will see a shed soon. It'll be on. You'll see. Andy says, hi, Harry. It's British Ace says, I mean, a shed is good, but what about a super shed? 59s. Ah, a super shed. Harry says, the mighty shed is super enough. That'd always be a good way to figure out if it's Harry in the train, wouldn't it? Just hold up a shed. It's been a tough week to be a Harry. Well, mate, if I was there, I'd give you a hug. Because, you know, we don't need tough weeks to be a Harry. We need good weeks to be a Harry. I think tough weeks are fairly universal. It's been a little bit of a tough one around this end of the world too. There's been some stuff going on, which I won't talk about because I'm smarter than that. Barely. I don't need another trip to explain myself. That never happened. Ian said, could the inside POG be people vaping? Could be. They should do it in the toilet where they won't get caught by Joe. Maybe. Andy says, if we ever get a BML remaster, they can add the 171 in at East Croydon, working the London Bridge Uckfield services. Sounds like a plan. Richie says you were giving off Harry vibes. That's the horns again. Chocky says, green eye-ism. Asaheo, how are you? Welcome. Richie Rail says, aren't the brown eyes dominant ones and technically there is more passengers than drivers? Well, I guess. On the other side of the whole planet, yes. My arms aren't quite that long, Harry. There you go. Virtual. That looks creepy, doesn't it? It's like giant hands. It's like Kenny Everett. It's been a while. How many people watching this are going to remember that show? And Gav says, Paul has the grey hair to explain. Yes. This actually came from a project. I won't show you my ID photo because it says where I work. But like Richie, I just tell people I work with penguins. It's smart. But I did steal that idea from Richie. But my ID photo, which was taken 3 years ago, I have black hair and a black beard, mostly. And then I did a project with the Oracle ERP. Never again. That's a horrible product. It's so bad. Why can't I hear a helicopter? Is it in the game? Yeah, it's in the game. It's not the local coppers hovering over us or something. Oh, I'll go check on the passengers, mate. You're taking a long time to get to Brighton. Alright, there we go. Passengers checked. Perfect. That's what you do, isn't it, Joe? Richie says for his company image, he has no hair and no beard. Oh, we're nearly there. Hey, where's she gone? Oh no, she's gone. Oh, where'd my driver go? Uh-oh. Alright, make that 4 bugs.
We are now approaching Brighton.
The second I wasn't in here, she's gone. What do we do if we close the door and we open the door? Will she be back? No. Oh dear. We'd better sit here just in case. She's back. Hang on. Let's try that again. No? Still there? Still there. Well, it's good to have you back, mate. I don't know where you went. It was good to have you back. Here, let me give you a challenge. Boop. There you go. See if you can stop before the buffers. No, the route's behaving fine, Harry. It's been behaving fine for weeks and weeks. You got a little while to go. Keep going. Keep going. You're pretty safe there. You might want to think about slowing down a little bit. You know, you're still doing 20 mile an hour here. I'm getting worried now. Ah, no, you're gonna make it. I don't have to push the red button. It's fine. No, she couldn't go to the toilet. Matt's always in there. Oh, I should let him out, shouldn't I? Should probably do that. Yeah, I'll let you guys out from here. There you go, folks. Out you get. Last stop. Oh, hang on. No, you never get out, do you? Oh, well. She's coming for me. Why do they aim at you? It doesn't matter where you go. They aim for you. Yes, Alpha. We could do a April service or a midsummer service, certainly. You had no hair. You had hair and no beard. Oh, okay. The other way around. New challenge, drive a route with all the blinds down. I've done that. It's fun. And was that a Thames link at Brighton? Ah, that's Creators Club. That's a Creators Club livery. I've been doing some testing with the Xbox that's involved downloading everything on Creators Club. So you might see some weird stuff. Like this one. Oh, that one's real. Should we lock them? Lock them. Wrong one. This one. There we go. And a Glod. So, we want a midsummer service. We've got a Harry here, so you know what that means. We need a shed. But we also had a call out to look at the timetables, so we'll do that now. And then we'll go and run a shed. Richie says, no, the 700 should be there. Okay. Actually, no, there is a 700 in the timetable, isn't there? You're correct. All right, choose a route. East Coastway. East Coast Main Line? No, it will be nice. So the new timetables are these two. These are the old timetables, which have the other stuff, but they have the remastered stuff, so they do actually still have more in them. And the services-wise, there's each of these has one, and they're all the same service, I think, all of these ones. Sheds have 13. They're the same services for both. 238 for the 377/2 and 238 for the 377/4. So these are the old timetables. Let's have a look at this one. No, this one. This is one we're going to look at next. So more or less the same stuff, except that you also have the 313 with 144 services in it. These guys, there's less because they're distributed between those two now. And this one's, actually that one's got less too. That's cool. I hadn't actually noticed that before. There you go. Now this timetable, if you don't have the 314, you should run this one. And there's 23 services for the 171. There's a couple of extra services for these. There is a Flying Scotsman, which has got another train on the end. I think it's a 31 on the end of it from memory. There's 151 for the 3774. The Class 20s. We might do a Class 20 today. I haven't done that for a while. 2, 1. The West Somerset Railway. What's it doing here? 3773, 51. So similar numbers of services. There's only 8 for the shed, Harry. We've been ripped off. It's coming out tomorrow, Callum. Well, this one's got 12, and the DB's got 8. How about that? And the GX, 17 of these floating around. These are all shorts, I think. And if you don't have the 313, you run this one, which is the same, but it's got the 377/4 instead of the 313. But let's go. As I said, we will do a shed. And Acton Yard. That's early in the morning. Let's do that. That'll be fine. And we wanted an April, I think. And a light clouds. Is that what we wanted? Something like that. Something that was asked for. So we'll do this one. Chocky says pink shed and a blue shed. We are very much in a shed. So we need to, what are we on? Passenger. Let's get on to goods. Did that wrong. Goods. And reverser. And my thing should be working now. It is magnificent. And daytime, instrument lights, window open, start releasing the brakes, even though we've got a red signal, but you know, put the direct brake on, and we should now be good to go when that signal changes in about 3,000 years. Ian Bradley, to save you searching, what is the cost of the route? Well, I couldn't give it to you in pounds. I could only look at it in... Actually, I don't think Steam would even tell me because I already own it. But I'd keep an eye on the sales for the route because it will come up in a sale. There is usually a Steam sale pretty close to this time frame. It may even be on sale on Xbox, actually, if someone wants to go and look for me. Because I have it, so it won't tell me. Gordavant, hello. What happens if you're using Tyler's timetable mod? Does the remaster override it, or will it be a crash? I would definitely take the mod out. Very much. But this is Tyler's timetable, so it's pretty much the same as the mod. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Forever and ever and ever. Harry mustn't be here anymore because she'd be bouncing up and down because we've got a shed. Do you think we've got a red signal because he's in the way? Oh yes, Todd 4 lighting, isn't it brilliant? It was because he was in the way. Why doesn't my horn work? Oh well. I'll do it that way. Sounds like the brakes are still on, doesn't it? $44.95. Thanks, Gav. I think maybe that sale must have ended then, because there was a sale yesterday. Vectron says, missed the ying, 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 ying. And he says, it's gorgeous. So are the announcements there with the remaster only? They are there with the new trains and the remaster. It really does feel like the brakes are on, but why are the brakes on? Why is it so? They're definitely on, but that says released. Well, shed's powerful. We'll just make it out, pull its brakes. It'll be fine. There we go. It didn't believe in my train sim controller, clearly. That's better. That's much better. Much, much better. Yes, Alex, that is absolutely correct. I did, because I released it with the lever on my TSCX controller thingy, and for whatever reason that didn't throw the lever all the way back to release, so yay. Good news. There we go. Do a Steam screenshot just to annoy people. Because you can. But the water is modern water. Ooh, water's gone. There's been some blending around the edges, so it's not dead straight lines anymore. Round the corner we go. The announcements work on all the timetables, including the original. The original 377 has announcements as well. Thank you, Richie. I hadn't actually clocked that. Oh, we've got a red signal coming. More brakes. All the brakes. We'll be fine. Nothing to see here. Godovan asks, is it a core issue when the class 66 amps jump when you're on notch 8 and try and reduce it? Oh, I think that's switching between series and parallel, or parallel and series. So I kind of think they meant to do that. See, it's got good brakes. British Ace says the 171's 377/3 announcer needs to be put onto the 377/4. That would be good. Do we have whistleboards for the level crossings? Not all of them, no. But there are some. Train Chaser Andy comes back and hears the independent brake on and go, yep, it's good, eh? Hello, C, how are you? Chocky says this looks so nice. We clearly have suspension. We're bouncing. We're waiting for the other train to get through the section. Oh, we're starting to roll. Best pay attention to that, because we've got the green. I wonder if my horn's actually still plugged in on my TSCX, because I took my TSCX apart to take some photos from that. I wonder if I've got the horn unhooked currently. Vectron says the 66 switches between series and parallel at 34 mile an hour. That's the weird sounds in the amps you see. Chain Tracer Andy says sounds about right with the electronical stuff. God Event says okay. Chocky says, we have suspension because you chose the ATS shed. Yes, bouncy. I can't remember if the EWS one has it as well. Sounds about right, British Ace. And the trains, the AI trains, if they're for this route, will blow their horn at the whistle boards. We have got some growth in the fields over there, and what do we have here? Good morning, madam. How are you? How have you been today? You're having a real cow of a day. Well, I'm not too surprised about that. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Look, there's fire in the fire pit. They should have put a cat here, just sitting on a rock. Oops. Too fast. We'll just keep rolling along though, pretending 65's fine. The original 66 has been updated. Yeah, I thought it had. Flying Southerner says, did they change the announcement from London Road to London Road Brighton as per real life? Not a chance that happened in the time frame that you pointed it out, Flying Southerner. No. They're not going to do a release just to fix that. I'm going to have to take my TSCX controller apart again if the horn's not working. I have to figure out what I haven't plugged in right. Alpha says, so different sheds in game behave differently. Very much so. They're all different. There are about 67, you're right, Vectron. There are rather a lot of sheds. Moo, says Chucky. Chain Tracer Andy says, we've got a release date for the route now. Yes, tomorrow! I kind of knew what it was, but we had to wait. Chucky says, speeding. No. Look, Vectron says, forget the TSCX, buy the TS controllers. You're having the best time with your HST right now. I imagine so. They do look very good. I think if I was going to buy some, I would buy them while I was actually in the UK, though. So I wasn't paying shipping. Just slow this beastie down a little bit because we're almost there. There should be comparison videos up by now for this. Vectron says shipping was a bit steep. Yeah, shipping from the UK is pretty heavy. Makes your wallet very light. Or your bank account, one or the other. He said you had some quirks with the software, but he sent you a beta version that fixed it. That's good. He seems to be quite a helpful person. Go on, brakes, you can release now. We'll just keep rolling towards the red, it'll be fine. What should we do next after this one? We've done a 171 as guard. Do you want to do a 171 as driving? Do you want to do a 3773? Do you want to do the 3774 and see what it's like? Do you want to do the 313? Choose wisely, people. Choose wisely. Ian says, I hope they show some love to the East Coast main line. Well, it's on, we're on the right side of the country now. You never know. Actually, we're not, because this is in the middle, isn't it? Down the bottom. You want an Electrostar, Chucky. Another one wants an Electrostar. Just so I don't make a dick of myself, that's the 377, right? Because the other one would attract this chick.
How dare you?
That's 3 for the Electrostar. Thanks, Richie. You're very helpful. Turbostar and Electrostar coupled up. Ooh, bit demanding. Oh, we've got the green, sort of, yellow. We have 2 indications at the same time. Oh, it's a shunt signal. I thought it was a red and a yellow, but no, it's just a shunt signal. It's fine. Chocky says, anyone notice the 387 has a new model icon? We could always do a Scotsman. Alrighty, enjoy your penguin meeting there, Richie. Have fun. I'll be in a meeting with my penguins in 10 hours' time. 8 AM meeting. Best thing ever. Tree Sim World, everyone. Hey, you Burke. Oops, wrong one. That one. That's the lever I want. I reached out and grabbed the wrong lever because I've moved the controller. Flying Southerner says 8 AM meeting, at least let me get a coffee first. Well, there's an excellent coffee shop across the road from work, which I normally go to. I'm not sure if Mrs. TSD will be in there or not, because she works at the same place I do. But she wasn't all that well today. About there. Ian says, hope your meeting isn't coffee and biscuits. No, it's just discussions. It's not about anything bad. The piles had stuff done to them too. They're marginally better than they used to be. Was that not enough, really? I don't think those headlights are working. That's better. Silver. I didn't put safety systems on, did I? Bonehead. Okay, 377, here we come. Yes, there is rail singing on this route indeed. Andy lads, thank you. I'll pass on your wishes. Yeah, she wasn't feeling very well this afternoon, so she took the rest of the day off and went to bed, and she's been sleeping ever since, so hopefully she doesn't wake up in the middle of the night now. But we'll see. /2, I take it, since it's the only one in here. What do you want to do with 387? Ooh, sacrilege. Or a /4. Maybe you want to do a /4. Probably do, don't you? I imagine. 1 minute service? Does that sound good? 22. There we go. That'd be a good one. Eastbourne to London, Victoria. Let's have some snow. Snowstorm. Go for it. Oh, it's dark. Damn it. Look, proper headlights. They make shiny darkness. They'll probably make consoles catch fire, but that's okay. I like proper headlights. Did I unlock the wrong doors? I did. Clever. Still got squeaky windscreen wipers. And yes, I know I should use the snow mod, but I'm not. Wait till 5:08. Oh, let's go look and see what else there is. There's number 429 sitting there quietly. Nothing over here. It's all just darkness. What do we got in the yard? I hear an engine. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's that one. The Rail Phoenix. It's stealing an electric train. We should run that service. In fact, what service is it? Just so I can come back to it later. No, that's not what I want. Up here. 5F54. Should write that down. Where's my pad gone? And my pen. 5F54. That should be a fun service to run. Now off we go to Hampton Park.
The southern service to London Victoria, calling at Hampton Park, Polegate, Lewis, Cooksbridge, Clapham, Wibblesfield, Haywards Heath.
The snow's coming in through the open window.
Croydon, Clapham Junction, and London Victoria.
Huh. Cute.
The next station is Hampton Park.
We are well suspended. It's nice and bouncy as we go through all the points. Holy Trucker says it looks more like bird shit than snow. There is a snow mod, Andy. On Train Sim Community you will find it. She announces Glind as Glinda. Yes. I'm good, Ibby. Oh, Off we go. Full bananas. Might need a bit of sand. It's nice to have proper headlights on a train. I do wonder what they'll do to Gen 8 consoles, but it's good to have them. I like them. Oh, hang on. I forgot to turn that on. Safety systems are up on the wall in the usual spot over there somewhere. You can just use the shortcut keys like I do. My chair's gotten into a little rut. That's better. Holy Trucker says only when it sticks to the window and accumulates. The mod is amazing for snow. Cody Matthews, you want a horn? Let me just deal with this red signal first. You're finally re-uploading your video, Ibi. This will be good. I was reading the chat then while approaching the station. Bad idea. Has this one got the depot horn as well? Yeah, down there. Now these have been changed to add challenge, so the level crossing isn't closed. Of course there's one going the other way, so it would have been open for that anyway. Wait, wait! Don't spad, don't spad! Whoa, that's got to be close. Shall we see how close? That's pretty close. There we go. Pop that up on Steam. That didn't prompt me to close the doors then, did it? There's a little bit of a loop in the high horn, but the low horn sounds really good. No spad real Lord Vectron. No. Bad Vectron. Oh, the lights even cast shadows. I'm happy. That will make the PS4 go. But that's okay. Oh yeah, we're needing some sand, clearly. Or a bit less power. Or both. Next stop, Polegate. Ian Bradley says, unfortunately I'm going to have to shoot. Hope to catch you again soon. Meanwhile, happy train simming. Cheerio. Have a good one, Ian. Thank you for coming in. Highly appreciate it. I'll do a daytime one as well, but, you know, it's worth seeing that it's got good headlights at night, isn't it? Real headlights, not candles. No bingo card for today, Ibby. There'll be a bingo card on Sunday's stream. Sunday will be Railroader, I think. It'll be day for the terrible intercity transportation system, otherwise known as TITS, because the kind soul who for many, many years provided an excellent basis for a great many mods in Railroader has unfortunately pulled the pin. And that means that I need to get play out of that railway while I can, because my mods will stop working when the new release comes, and the new release is not very far away. So it's a tinge of sadness, unfortunately, that lots of the mods are going to stop working in Railroader as people port them over to UMM and other possibilities. So we need to get some playtime in. And since the community's been there for every other play day, I don't want to do them behind the scenes.
We are now approaching Polegate.
I think the snow's actually been done quite well in the remaster, I have to say. Squeaky wipers. Looks like the chat's slowing down to a dead crawl. If anybody who's lurking in the background who would like to chat, please feel free. Everybody is welcome. Chain Tracer Andy, I would be up for multiplayer after the mods die off, because you actually can't install the mods that I run anymore because the base tools are gone. The mods were made by a person who called themselves Zamu in the Discord. Who knows what their real name is? Maybe it's even Zamu. But they got attacked a lot for things that weren't really their fault, and they fell victim to some rather knobbish behaviour. And the final straw was someone went after someone in their family, which is just completely unacceptable. So Zamu pulled all their mods. And because their libraries are what everybody else's mods are based on, everything's going to die. Even some of the UMM stuff will die because they need his library to function.
This is Polegate.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Yeah, it's Railloader and Strange Customs and all the other stuff that's based on it. There's not been a lot of talk about what people are going to do in the modding community as yet, so we'll see. But yeah, it takes out pretty much everything. It's probably 90% of the mods. And I can see that signal is green, so we'll just stay here and watch it through the crossing. See, if I'd not been to the UK, I would have said that the siren cutting off would be a bug, but I know better because I've been there. So those crossings now open and close. I think a couple of the crossings used to work and a couple of them didn't, but now they all work. Yeah, that's correct, Andy. Both Andys, in fact. It's Andy and other Andy. But which one's which? Double Andys. We have Andy squared. Andy times Andy. Off we go to Southern. Where is this one going anyway? Just to Lewis. We'll grab a daylight one next up. What would you like to see for the daylight one? Seaford or Eastbourne? Ibby says we have twins. Could be. Something that says which version of the TMS is on the 3. This thing. Ooh, can you change it? Oh. You can change it! Yay! I didn't know you could do that. Huh. I had no idea you could change that, Chocky. You mean I've had this for 6 years and not known how to change it? How about that? Everybody seems to want a Seaford run. That'll be fine. Andy says, do you have any plans for the open days? Newport now is interesting stuff coming. Look, potentially. I have got some stuff on that weekend as well because I've got the Steam show. In fact, I've actually got 2 Steam shows on that weekend. I've got a private one and the one at Wanturna. And there's another one up near Riddles Creek that I might get to as well, so I do need to spend some time with the family, and I need to spend some time streaming. Hello, Train Sim World. How fast am I going? 85 miles an hour. And I should probably slow down for this corner. Probably be a good idea. There we go. Done. I'm going to go straight through this one. So which Train Sim World have we got this time? Is it still Harry? You missed a shed before if it's still Harry. We did a shed run. Hawks, if you end up going, let me know. Yeah, there's the Wanturna Steam show, which is at MS Tech. There's another one up near Riddles Creek. I think it's Riddles Creek. Anyway, let me have a look. I have a photo of the flyer somewhere in here, if I can find it. It's at the... oh, it's not Riddle Creek, it's Yarra Junction, sorry. At the old Yarra Junction railway station. So that one's on that weekend, and there's Steam Rail as well, and there's a private Steam show too, which I want to go to. It's on a little private railway. Yeah, the one I thought was Riddles is actually at Yarra Junction. It's been at Riddles every other year, but this year it's not. So we shall see. But yeah, there actually is some new stuff at Steam Rail this year, so it would definitely be worth going there. They've got an Eevee this year, which would be pretty cool. We'll be brave and see if it opens. I think it does. I think I've watched this one open up. You've got your first diesel gala. Excellent. And you're going with Jamie. That'll be fun. I hope you're ready to have your ear talked off by Jamie, because, you know, he's got a lot of knowledge and he loves sharing it. You'd like a bread joke from Harry. British Ace says, Ripe Lane level crossing. You get down here in your work, I think, don't you, British Ace? I'm breaking all the streaming rules, Harry, because I'm running in the snow at night for a live stream. But I wanted to show off the headlights. They're awesome. How good was that? We appear to have a red coming. I should probably do something about that. You'll wonder if I'll spad. Thanks, Harry. Put the moz on. You don't know about dad jokes? You've had a few mean comments. Mean comments. You know what to do to people who give you mean comments. Ban them. Bring the ban hammer down on their heads. Unless it's Matt, then you just kind of have to suck it up, really. No new locations, Holy Trucker. The route's basically the same as it was before. It's got some new scenic aspects, and there's some different plants. There are cows. It's got new snow. If we make our way into Lewis. British Ace says, been assaulted twice on this route, and the east is meant to be nicer than the west. That's terrible, mate. It really annoys me when people in service jobs get assaulted for basically just doing their jobs. We even have crazy things happen on our tourist railway sometimes. People get a bit upset because they're trying to get on the wrong train or something like that, and they just crack the sads. We have a lot of Chinese tourists, and we have a Chinese conductor, and she's all of about 3.5 feet high, and she's there to talk to them, and I saw her getting abused by an Aussie bloke once, and had to go and stand in between them. There are some people in the world that just don't really deserve to be in it. They are a waste of oxygen. Coming up to Lewis. See you later, Ibby. Have a good one, mate. Thank you for joining in and chatting all through the evening. British Ace says, grabbed and shoved at Hampden Park and then elbowed at the rivers at Newhaven Town. Oh, magnificent. That's really uncool, mate. I'm sorry to hear that happen to you. Time for a bit of self-defense. So when someone does something like grab you, you step out of the way, grab their arm, pull them and smash their face into the wall. I didn't say that. I was never here. Vectron says, oh man, the abuse my staff cop in the call centre is disgusting. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. It's ours do too, all the time. My other half is one of them. I have to get this screenshot because, you know, that's the artwork right there. The original artwork for the route was basically a shot through the window. It is very generous to place a yellow at the end of this platform, I have to say. Is a Turbostar going the other way? You know what that means?
How dare you?
She doesn't like smoke. Southerner says, I've had my fair share of verbal abuse hurled at me over the phone, so I gave him the warning. If I did it again, a quick transfer onto the senior team usually does the trick. That's what I was told to do as an apprentice. Our call takers aren't allowed to transfer the calls. They're allowed to hang up if they're super abusive, but if it's mildly abusive, they're not. Ah, you can get a platinum. How about that? Okay. So I think people wanted a Seaford service. So we'll drive out to Seaford because we've I think we've done one into Brighton, so we'll do one out the other way. There's quite a lot more variety in Tyler's timetable. It's quite good. Quite enjoying it. Mind you, I was kind of enjoying the 2020 version too. It's just fun. All right, Lovers Walk to Brighton. No, that's a bit boring. It's Brighton to Seaford. There we go. 7:38. That'll do. And get rid of dynamic weather. We'll just go light clouds so you can see what's going on in the route. We'll give it a bit of wind. Let's see what moves. Seems fair. And we'll drive this one. King K Games, hello. Said Seaford was your most played route when TSW3 was out. That's cool. King K Games runs another channel, so if you're curious, give him a look. All right, let's get set up. Oops, that didn't work too well. No, in. Yay, that's better. All right, reverser. And doors on the right. Headlights, day running, and tailies are to off. They are. Good. And safeties. Actually, I'll put the safety systems on the hard way this time so you can see where they are. So there's vigilance, which is the one that goes off periodically, and if you don't answer, it stops you. DSD, if you get out of the chair, that one will stop you. And AWS, TPWS. And it says TPWS operational, except this one doesn't. So Brighton Station hasn't really changed much, to be honest with you. It's pretty much how it was. It's probably during the mornings and the evenings, it's a nice warmer light. We do have some Thameslink. We have a Gatwick Express sitting here. I've got an itchy nose, which is mental, but that's okay. So we've got a route hopping point there for Brighton Mainline. And why are we outside now? How did we get outside? Brighton is its usual not very modelled self. I'll just go back inside if I can. No, I'm stuck. All right. We'll do it this way. We'll head back down there. We've still got a little moment before we go. I'm about to get thrown out of the roof again, aren't I? There's been a little bit of modelling happen around the coffee shop there, but not much. I think the bug I reported's actually been... no, I thought it had been fixed, but it hasn't. The chairs aren't on the right lighting channel, so they get darker and brighter as you move away and get closer to them. It's a bit boring, but that's all right. All right, let's lock the doors. And let's get out of here. Chain Trace Randy says, why does PBR second tip different compared to other heritage railways? Oh, it's just something we've done over time, I suppose.
Southern service to Seaford, Dawling at London Road, Moulscombe, Falmouth, Lewis, Newhaven Town, Newhaven Harbour.
We've left our guards behind often enough that we get the second tip to know they're on the train. Because we have some very long, very curved platforms. I tried to convince Grok to make a video of Greta saying I love you, which I could play when we have electric trains, but it refused. How long are we streaming for? Until I couldn't be bothered anymore, I guess. Gratuitous bridge shot. More Steam screenshots just to annoy people. Because, you know, that's what I do. London Road, next stop. You'll get the answer to your question soon, but I think I already know what it is. There's the answer to your question.
This train is the southern service to Seaford. The next station is Moulton.
Yeah, they didn't change much with Tyler's timetable, really. They just did put the new trains in. British Ace wants the 377/3. We're running this one. We're going to run a long train. And then we can do a 3773. We've already done one 3773, haven't we? I think I did one before. We can do another one. Off we go to Mulscombe.
Welcome aboard the southern service to Seaford. Boarding at Mulscombe, Falmouth, Lewis, New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour, Bishopston and Seaford.
So Bishopston's a bit like
The
Penistone,
next station is Mulscombe.
which is not very far from Scunthorpe. We're definitely taking an 8-car to Seaford, Chocky. It's happening. You have a good screeny from the bridge. King K loves the bridge. It is a good bridge. And there's the suspension being bouncy, bouncy.
We are now approaching Mulscombe.
At least I know how to say it now. Mulscombe. Or is it Molescombe? British Ace says, does occasionally happen, mostly on footy days. Bloomin' annoying with short platforms. Some of the train will be in the platform. It'll be fine. Just for the record, that's mine's the one over there that's not slowed down yet. See? Half the train's in the platform. Perfectly good. We're not going up the other end because you don't want to know how much of the train's not in the platform. Or maybe you do, but I don't want you to. Off we go, leaving everybody behind, as you do.
New Haven Harbour, Bishopston and Seaford.
Falmouth.
The next station is Falmouth.
So do you think this one splits British Ace? No instructions. We'll see how it goes. On our local train, because it's fairly near the beach, because I live fairly near the beach, you often get people in bathers riding the train to come down to the beach. It's always kind of amusing. Bit of vigilance. You could probably drive this with your eyes closed, Joe. There's your singing tracks and a jet. And some wavy trees.
Falmouth.
Get right up to the end of the platform. Hopefully the back's in. Falmer. Yes. This stadium, you mean? The Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club. If I go into photo mode, we should actually be able to get up and see inside. There you go. I think that's as close as I can get to it. Yeah, I can't get further than that. Come on. Oh, I can't even go up now. Come on. Oh, we got there before. Well, we got to see it briefly. Now it won't let me up there again. Fair enough. Oh, well. We'll just hide the overlay and do that. Oh, you can't do that screenshot from in there. All right, then. We'll do this one. Save and upload. Oh, there we go. Look, sneaked it. So we'll do another one so people can see the stadium. Come on, do it. Oh, it knows it's facing a bad way. Come on, take it. Hey! I knew it would eventually. Is it time yet? Oh no, we've got ages to wait. Let's have a look around. Why not? So we have green TPWS magnets, not yellow ones. And the big stairs and the big ramps were already here. These still aren't accessible in the game, so you can't really do much with these. There's lots of these poles along the route, and there's a couple of really big radio antennas as well. Off we go, where the pantograph could have been, but isn't. And we have a standard Dancy lady there. She's just working on her steps. Sooner or later she'll turn around and kick me in the head, you watch. Oh, nearly. Oh, she almost got unstuck by the other one, but not quite. Oh well, she'll get over it. She'll be fine. There's something else blasting through the tunnel here. Next stop, Lewis. There's no functional difference that I'm aware of, King K. They are just different colours. I remember seeing them like that around the UK. Some of them are yellow and some of them are green. And of course, now we're in Todd 4 lighting, you do see the tree pop in, which you didn't really see it unless you went actively looking for it in the 2020 version. It was certainly there. These trees that you're seeing along the left here, oops. Should pay attention to my speed, but the trees along the left, they're quite a funny shape when you're far away from them, and they turn into a tree as you get there. Let's go into the distance since we've... and listen to the rails singing. Why not? See if we can get away from the train a bit. I do have to slow down too. This spot will do. Not speeding much, Chucky. Only a little bit. Vectron's heading off. Enjoy yourself, mate. Have a good one. Start slowing down gently for Lewis. Since we have to make like a tortoise in Lewis. The Todd 4 lighting in the mornings and the evenings really is much nicer than the old version, but in the middle of the day, bah. I just realised I've been recording for ages. Wonder how long I've had that on for. Should hear an announcement any moment now. We are using the TSCX, except for the horn. I'm having to use my keyboard. I must have unplugged the horn the other day. I took mine apart so I could get some photos for Matt Peddleson of what the inside looked like because he was curious. We should look at some of the cats too, shouldn't we? While we're roving around.
Lewis.
I do still quite like the TSCX. For me, the Cobra software works fine. I know people do have challenges with it. I help a lot of people sort that out behind the scenes. The TSCX people Sim Workshop are actually making their own controller software. But there's another person making software for it as well. And they've finished their prototype. They haven't told anybody they're doing it yet, so I don't want to reveal who it is, so they don't need any pressure. We do have a red in the platform today, which means the back of this train's going to be hanging out. I'll try and get up close to the signal without actually going through it. It does take a bit of room. It's quite a big piece of kit. I mean, it's not really any bigger than the rail driver was, but it is quite big. Let's get up a bit closer. That should do. Right. Now, I don't know if we've got the back of the train in the platform or not. Nearly. All right, cat-wise, there's one here. So this is Emily. Meet Emily the cat here at Lewis. And over here, up this ramp. I won't show you where all the cats are, but I'll just show you these two. And this is Finn. Hello, Finn. You sound like you belong on a shark, Finn. I think I just got bopped by a passenger. But that's Finn. There are 6 cats to find around the route. I've heard rumours of more, but I believe there's only 6. Now, let's pop outside and make sure that is green. Good. How close did I actually get? Just out of curiosity. Ah, that's fine. Yeah, we have to wait, but we're not going to. We'll just crawl forward Because I have a faint suspicion I'm probably blocking the crossover up behind me. And since I've got the green, we won't leave the station till it ticks over. There it goes. New Haven Town, next stop.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to
Yes.
Stalling at New
Alongside the
Haven
TSCX.
Haven Harbour, Bishopston.
I also have the original, which is also quite a heavy one because I've got one of the steel frame ones.
Haven Town.
They changed to a plastic frame later in life and became a little more fragile. But mine's not fragile. I've had it since 2001, so it works fine. It's been beaten and cursed and tossed around, and it's moved countries 3 times, just chucked in a box with other stuff on top of it. British Ace says front 6 here on LWS B3. Flying Southerner, can you do a guard mode in the 377? Do they have guards? I haven't actually tried, but yeah, we can. We'll run this down to Seaford and then we can do a guard mode. Pick somewhere to do a guard mode from. Maybe a Lewis Brighton or something like that. Yes, they have guards. British Ace is one. Fair enough. Well, he can teach me how to open the doors then, because I got no idea. It didn't actually occur to me that these ones have guards. Oh, I know. I think on the Eastbourne side they don't, and the Seaford side they do, if I remember rightly. I did read that somewhere. Gratuitous bridge shot. Yeah, the ship's still there. I pointed in the 2020 stream. I pointed that out because it is the best joke in the game. Brian Ferry. And if you don't understand why Brian Ferry is funny, Google it. They have done some work on the chalky sort of cliffs around here too. They look a bit better than they did in the 2020 version. Off we go to full bananas. The ship still blows its horn periodically too. So not only is it Brian Ferry, it's horny Brian Ferry. I should have just taken tomorrow off as leave, shouldn't I? I didn't think about that. Should have. Because I've got Friday off, because on Friday I'm working on the steam railway. Actually, since you're here, Joe, am I right in thinking Lewis is where we got the fish and chips? In the pub. If I remember correctly. I think it was Lewis. Andy says, most people playing this are probably too young to know who Brian Ferry is. Well, they can Google it. And they can learn good music. It is. The pub by the river next to Argos. Yeah, I thought it was. through the well-lubricated southern station. Richie Rowe, you've returned from the meeting. Excellent. I always imagine Richie sitting in the toilet with his headphones in, quietly watching the stream on his phone. Surrounded by penguins. But Chase says we got the Regency bus over, typically stuck in traffic. Yes, and I got the train back. Asaheo says, what about the 739X rail tour? We shall see, because it is just getting on to 11 p.m. here, and I do have to be at work at 8. So we'll do a guard on the 377. We'll maybe do a partial run on that, and then we can have a look at the rail tour if you want. Or the 700. The 700s would just go off through, I suppose the only drive you could do on the 700s through the depot, isn't it? Because they're not going to go anywhere else. Because the Brighton main line's not actually there, it ends just round the corner. Shed incoming. I've even seen an AI loading a shed. I'd never actually seen it happen before. But I was just cruising past and there was an AI loading a shed. Ning, 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 ning. Went off to watch the shed, was not paying attention to my speed. You don't think the penguins would approve, Richie? Jockey says it sounds like something he'd do. Flying Southerner says there are some diversion runs in the timetable as well as some mileage accumulation runs between Lewis and Eastbourne. And we're supposed to stop here. It's all right. Only half the train's going to fit in the platform anyway. Actually, this is probably prototypical, to be honest, because they would want to clear the crossing. Did we clear the crossing? That's a good question. No, we did not. Oh well. We'll send that to Steam, as you do. That red signal up there will clear momentarily. Now the other train's out of the way. And nearly time. I've done so many runs up and down here in the last few days, I kind of think that I could probably do this now without the HUD, but I'm not going to try that for the first time on a live stream. Andy says, going to have to head out. Great stream. Catch you later. Enjoy, mate. Thank you for coming in. And you can open just the front 4 by pressing door release. Ooh. And we've still got a red, which is a bit unusual.
The next station is New Haven Harbour.
Oh, I forgot they hold this one red now. Let's get in nice and close. Try not to spad though. That's close enough.
New Haven Harbour.
And just the front four, you reckon? And indeed, look at that. Works nicely. In fact, those people are actually trapped now, aren't they? I know, it's got a gangway in between. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Now, of course, I can't see the signal, so I have to duck out and look. It is green. Off we go to Bishopstone. And there is Brighton Ferry. Don't want brakes, just off. And I'll show you where another cat is, since we're here. Meet Eeyore. I will put up a video with all 6 of the cats, so if you want to know where they are, I'll show you. Full bananas now as we make our run down to Seaford. British Ace says NVH up platform can fit 8, but only the front 4 open. It's good to have a local guard. King K just learned something with that, so did I. Flying Southerner says, from my Googling, the Brian Ferry's joke because there is a guy called Brian Ferry. Yes, Flying Southerner. That's it exactly. I know when I saw it on the preview stream when it first came out, it's like, okay. It's a good thing I wasn't drinking at the time. Harry has clearly gotten bored and gone somewhere else again.
We are now approaching Bishopston.
Now approaching Bishopston. If you are an altar boy, please watch out. Unless, of course, you've been at Southernese, and then it'll be fine. Richie says, in other news, water is wet. Oh, you're still here, Harry. Excellent. Here's me thinking you'd buggered off somewhere else. Let's try this front 4 trick again. Just go a bit further. That'll do. That side, though.
This is Bishopston.
Bishopston. You wouldn't want to lean on the fence, would you? It might hurt a little bit. You don't want to go too hard into Seaford for obvious reasons. I wonder how much of this is actually going to fit in the platform at Seaford. There's not that much room down at Seaford, not really. And at the whistleboard, you meant to hold it down for a few seconds, huh? And Flying Southerner wants to know, is it good time to say you've never heard of this Brian Ferry guy until a few minutes ago? Ooh. Have you found the music, though?
We are now approaching Seaford.
Just while that's approaching Seaford, I need to check something on Googly Maps. I think it is true. When I'm in the UK later in the year, I will in fact be going through Wigan. How about that? Or close to it, anyway. Just for the Tide Mills whistleboard. Yugi. Found his Spotify page. Very good, Flying Southerner. That looks awfully close to the train, doesn't it, that canopy?
This is Seaford,
where this train terminates. And it's all in the platform. No issues there. All right, so let's guard one out of Seaford, because we've done Eastbourne. So we'll guard one out of here towards Lewis. Eventually. Spin, spin, spin goes it and send her into the wall in a great ball of fire. Sorry. Did I say that? Nah. And we want to go back to the 377/3, don't we? So we probably /2. Oh, we need the other timetable. That's why. We need the one with the 377 actually in it, don't we? That would help. Which is, there it is. And you want to guard this one. So let's Seaford to Brighton. We won't run the whole thing though. And we'll leave the weather alone because we're guarding. Who cares? King K Games says, fun fact, this was my first TSW video ever produced. I love this route. I'm glad it's been remastered. That's cool. Oh, did I not say guarding? Did I not get an option for guarding? Or did I just click through it? Let's try that again. Maybe I pick one that's not got guard on it. Sorry. I never said I was smart. And someone's sending a million DMs per second on Discord too. Someone I don't know. No guards on the 373s. 377/3s, I should say. Yeah. What about the 4s? Yeah, there's guard modes on the 4s, so we can try one of these. No, we'll do this one. See if I can figure out how to open it. Ooh, we materialised in first class with the posh people. Excellent. We should probably open the doors. So, is that a guard's panel? No, the doors just opened themselves. Did they all open? They did all open. So maybe guard mode in this, it's just driver and you just check tickets. Would that be possible? We have to wait a minute and a half to find out. Look at all these happy people. He's from the 80s, he is. Are you Matt Peddleston? Your hat's pink. All you need is cat ears. I keep waiting for Will to make good on his threat. Why can I hear grass? I can hear grass when I walk through here, not this direction. Go on, you lot. Get in. Nothing else is going to come. Just get in the train. Go on, in you get. Will saw one of my streams where I talked to the passengers and he threatened to make one talk back one day. It's like, do it. We're going to have about 8 million tickets to check, aren't we? Nagamo, how are you? This is Train Sim World 6. We are in the newly remastered East Coastway route. Unlock the door controls. How do we even do that? Try another car. I wonder if you have to do it from the back. Let's try that. Can we do it from the back cab?
Wivelsfield, Haywards Heath, Gatwick Airport, East Croydon, Clapham Junction, and London Victoria.
I just locked myself in a cupboard.
The next station is Hampden Park.
No. How do we do it? I mean, that's an obvious slot to put a key in, but you can't. I have no idea. We can just close them that way. We can close them all. I wasn't expecting to show off guard mode in here because I didn't actually know you could. So I don't really know how to do it. Let's see if there's something in another car. So we'll probably have to find out how to do guard mode in here because I can't really show it to you. So let's go and try a rail tour. And I'll try and find out how to do it. Door CF. Oh, there are guard panels. Well, now we have to go back and try. Okay. Let's try then. We'll go back in. Sorry, I should have read the chat before I went. Doof. Hello, the Cheesemeister. Is the /3 DOO or is it a bug? Well, we're trying to figure out how it works. Yes, and we want that one. And pick anything with a guard mode. There we go, we'll take that one. It's in the morning, but it's fine. Easiest one to find is by the accessible toilet that we're not allowed in. Right. So it'll be these doors here then. Is it the other end of this one? Because I don't see a way to put a key in here anyway. Thoughts? Little panel to the side of the door. What, this thing? There is a hole there. Yeah, there's a hole, but you can't do anything. Oh, hang on. Look. I'm a dummy. Oh, okay, so the driver opens them and the guard closes them. That makes sense. We're at Brighton. Oh no, the zombies are coming. Come on, zombies. You haven't got much longer to get in, folks. Hurry up. You watch, they'll all try and get in here now. So that should be a dim lights button, you reckon? So doesn't that close them all anyway? Are there any other ones open? It's rivet phone, apparently. So are the other ones open? Did that just close mine? No, that closed all of them. I think guard mode might be a little half-assed. Yes, I do get the impression that guard mode is possibly just a touch half-assed in this one, so it needs a little bit of work. You just press it twice. Several times. Closed doors ready to start is 2. Wait for the next stop. After all that, no one got in. Alright, let's do a rail tour. We know it does work and it's a bit dodgy. So we shall do a rail tour. Seems fair. With the key active, the local door won't close. But it did. Your vid's finally uploaded now, EB. Good stuff. Close the doors 30 seconds before departure. Yeah. They don't really do that. They close them, but they don't lock them. Alright, let's go and have a look at one of these rail tours. So we'll go into that one. That one. And a 31 you want. Actually, we were going to do the ROG, weren't we? With the Rail Phoenix. Or do we do the one with the 31, which I think the 31 sits on the back of the Flying Scotsman, doesn't it? But let's see what it does. Brighton to Newhaven Marine, Newhaven Marine to Haywards Heath. And we'll do that one. We'll leave the weather alone. What time is it? 14:40, that should be fine. The new timetable probably will confuse you. I find it a bit confusing too, because there's so many of them now. And master key. I haven't driven a 31 for ages. Cab light. Should be headlight switch somewhere. Foot warmer. Headlights up the top maybe. Oh, you can open the window. Headlights? Headlights? Must have headlights somewhere. Oh. Seems fair.
How dare you?
Why aren't you moving, little locomotive? There you go. Why have you got brakes on? They're released. And that's... Oh, I can't release the locomotive brake below 27% with the thing. I was thinking I was running through here too fast, but I'm actually not. Class 31 indeed. What can Holy Trucker never find? No flushing toilets. This DLC is a disgrace. One day we'll get working toilets. One day. And then we'll complain because someone's Xbox caught fire. Full fang on the 31 now. Sudden burst of smoke. Where are we actually going to? Just to Lewis. Alright, we'll take this to Lewis. I think this actually comes in with the Flying Scotsman, and the Flying Scotsman probably takes the train out by itself, leaving this thing there. No, I'm limited to 60. Boring. Can't do DMU speeds then. We'll finish this one, and I want to see what the Flying Scotsman service looks like, because I haven't actually run it myself yet. And then I'll go to bed, because it's like 11:30 PM. We've still got 39 in, so thank you very much for sticking through it. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. If you're not, feel free to chuck in a comment, and if you are, feel free to chuck in a comment. Oh, I clearly don't have safety systems on. And we'll need to change end switch as well, won't we? It's a bit late now, of course. It's nice that it's changed and told me to go to Lewis, but I still have a red in front of me, so I can't. Not just yet, anyway. Just keep creeping up on the red. On the railway I work on, when you're coming back towards our home terminus station, you are powering up a 1 in 30 grade, going quite hard, usually towards a red signal, waiting for it to clear. And the only indication you really get that it will clear is the level crossing lights start. So what are we waiting for up here? There is a train in the platform, but that shouldn't matter. There's nothing around that side. Are we waiting for something? No, that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for trains going out in front of us. Boring creatures. Just creep up on it and I hope it changes. There it goes. We'll find out if the 31's got suspension. I don't think so, but we'll see. Didn't think so. Rails says TSW physics are pretty weak at best. I don't think that's actually true anymore. Once was. For most trains, they're actually relatively realistic by the book. That will come with the TVL remaster, says the Cheesemeister. Well, we can hope. We can certainly hope. Stopped a little bit early, but that's all right. Better than coming across the red. Why is it acting like the brakes are on? Oh, they still are. That would be why. That's not physics though, Rails. That's just the suspension modelling. We must be waiting for something coming out of there now. Oh no, it's the other train has gone into the platform that we're supposed to go into. We'll wait for it to go. Or we could just delete it. Go on, nick off, train. Go away. Go away. There he goes. So when he gets through that signal at the end of the platform, we should get a go, unless something else is turning up that's going to block our way. It is quite stop-start, Chucky. I quite like a stop-start service though, they're fun. Chocky says, until you fail to stop. Yes. It would be nice if suspension was added to all the trains' rails, but in time, when there's some other reason to update stuff. I think we got lucky with that electric service that it didn't get passed out in front of us then. Just out of interest, you can actually just keep driving straight through here. It goes on for quite a while. I've been known to. There we go. Now let's have a look at this this Scotty one. We'll just have a look at it and see where it's going and what it's doing, and then I'll go to bed. Because it is a little bit late here. It's 11:35 at night. Just wait for it to load up again. There we go. Let's get out of this part. And Scotsman, because I think Scotsman's got a 31 on the back. Chocky says on commuter lines, non-stop trains generally goes slow the whole way to avoid stopping. Yeah, if you know the service, sure. What have we got on the back? They are old coaches, so they will be vacuum. I don't have my device set up properly for this thing. Why backwards? Why backwards? Why backwards? Oh, that'll be why. I'm a dummy. At least we have actually got a fireman. Are you having trouble charging your brakes there, Scotsman? She'll move eventually. Or she won't. Touchy little bugger. There she goes. What's on the back? A 31, thought so. Or is it? No. Correct, Mr. Chucky. I misidentified first when I looked. Yeah, we've gone green all the way now. Very correct there, Master. We'll run this one, even though it's late, because it's Scotsman. And of course you have to. She's working hard. She's a noisy beast, that's for sure. And then we saw it stalking through the weeds. Fire! Mazda 787B is going to see the Scotsman in June at the East Lancs Railway. That would be nice. Have you seen my footplate video, Mazda? Outrunning the cars. Perfect. The Scotsman had work done to the steam plume. That seems longer than before. More realistic, I like it. If you're wondering why the throttle keeps opening again, it's because the TSCX is in its electric and diesel trains mode, not steam. Why am I running this service all the way through? Probably because it's Scotsman, and you can't say no. Good enough then. That's a bit closer. Everybody out. I think I moved with them open, didn't I? Probably. She'll move eventually. Actually, let's sit up here and do it. Yeah, those little buildings have actually got windows in them. That's unusual. Normally they're busted out. That one's even open. Huh. In past Brighton again. I'm just brashly assuming it will all fit in the platform and that we want to get in behind this signal. Is that not enough? Clearly not. She'll be a little while before she can move because I did a full service application, so that might take just a little while. But the secret to a steam engine is supply power. Wait. They will go. Flying Scotsman indeed, Richie. Good to have you still here. How are the penguins going today? Hope you took lots of fish with you. Wait, no, not powering now. No. Not emergency either, not necessary. And there was Brian blowing off his big horn. Brian's always playing with his horn. Anyway, that's about it for today, I think. I think we've showed off pretty much everything in the remaster. So we've done multiple trips around the place, and we've done lots of different stock, and we've guarded, and we've driven, and we've done all sorts of stuff. I have released some tutorial videos. I have released some side-by-side comparison videos, so you can get a look for yourself. I will release a video with all 6 cats now that I've actually found the 6th one, because I found it tonight while we were doing this. So I am going to run off to bed now, and just occurs to me, did anybody put the chickens away? Ooh, hope they've been eaten. I better go find out. Anyway, yeah, I do like it, Cat Pepe. It's actually been quite good. It's been, the ambassadors have had the remaster for a couple of weeks now, and we've had the 171 and the 377 for, I don't know, 4 days or something. So yes, I do actually like it. It's quite good. All right, have fun, folks, and we shall see you later. Sorry for running away so quickly, but it is midnight here, and I need to get some sleep before I work tomorrow. So thanks very much for joining in. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy. Bye-bye.